let's take a look at the day one practice. So if we take a look at number one, we need to get this x and the 2x squared to cancel out. So our lowest common denominator is going to be a 2x squared. I don't need any more x's because this x squared will cancel out this x here. So each one of these numerators is going to get a 2x squared. So again, if you take a look, each numerator just has this, and if you were to take those away, the problems would look exactly like they did to begin with. So in this first fraction, this x is going to cancel out one of those x's up top. So we're just going to be left with 2x times 1, in other words, 2x. And then the other fraction, the 2 and the x squared are going to cancel it out. So we're left with x minus 34. We don't have a mismatch of powers here, so we're not going to have to factor. So here's where we just need to gather all of the x's on one side. Oops. So 2x minus x will leave us with 1x is equal to negative 34. So that's going to be our answer. X equals negative 34. And remember, you can check your work by storing a value for x. So I'm going to store negative 34 as x and type in the left side of the equation, hit enter, and type in the right side of the equation as well. And those match, and they do. All right, so let's take a look at number 2 then. So number 2, again, you have to keep in mind that y plus 2 and y are two totally different things. So even though they have a y in common, because it looks like they do, they could technically be two totally different variables. So we need a y and a y plus 2 to get everything to cancel out. So up here, we're going to do 2 times a y and a y plus 2 over y plus 2 plus a 3 times a y and a y plus 2 is equal to a negative y times a y and a y plus 2. So again, each numerator has gained a y and a y plus 2, and everything else is the same. All right, so now we can go ahead and cancel. So the y plus 2's are going to cancel out, the y's are going to cancel out here, and then over here, this y plus 2 is going to cancel out that y plus 2. So what we're left with is 2y on the left. Over here, you need to distribute this 3, and it's a positive 3, so we'll have plus 3y plus 6. And then over on the right, we're going to have negative y squared. So because we have a mismatch of powers, we're going to end up having to factor. So we're actually going to move over this y squared to make it positive. So we have y squared plus these two together will make a 5y plus 6 is equal to 0. This is going to factor into y plus 2 and y plus 3, which means we get an answer of y equals negative 2 as well as y equals negative 3. Now, if you take a look back at the original problem, if I plug in a negative 2, it's going to cause this denominator to become a 0, which will make this equation undefined. So negative 3 is not going to be your answer there, or negative 2 isn't, rather. Your only answer here is going to be y equals negative 3.